everyone, so first things first, this video is not ASMR. I'm going to be talking in my normal voice because I feel like that should be more fitting for this video, because I've never done something like this on this channel, because I've never done like a response to anything, but I feel so strongly about this that I just had to make a video about it. So obviously, as you can see by the title, it's a response to Karuna Satori's video she made on her Karuna Satori Basic channel, which is a video saying that she's quitting her not safe for work ASMR. And yeah, my hair's still a little bit wet, it's a little bit damp, I'm not wearing makeup, look like shit, yeah, you don't have to tell me, because I think it was more important that I sat down and recorded this like right now while everything's still fresh in my mind. Didn't want to bother putting on makeup and shit, so I just feel like I have stuff to say on this matter, and I'm like one of the best people to talk about this because I've had experience of having a Patreon with Not Safe for Work on it for almost 2 years now. I don't know exactly how long it's been, but I know I started around like 2 years ago. If you hear any random noises in the background, that's my cat as well, sorry. So anyway, so she talked about in her video how people act so entitled. Like she moved up from doing, she used to do Not Safe for Work audio ASMR, and then she went into the realm of videos. I was doing videos before she started doing her own videos. I've been doing them since like a long time ago. So she only did audio, and I took inspiration from that actually, and you know, some people suggested that I should do it, so that's how I got into it basically. And basically what happened is, a couple of months ago or so, Patreon started suspending people that had this type of content on there. So I also got hit by this suspension wave, as did she, and she decided to move over to OnlyFans. I decided to delete everything off my Patreon and try and start from scratch again, because I just thought, I don't know what particular videos they have an issue with, so I'm just going to have to delete all of them and then go piece by piece, and if I get suspended again, I'll know there was a problem with the video I just uploaded. So far I've managed to dodge the suspension on it for, when I'm gonna look, when did I actually restart it, because for me it was detrimental, because Patreon is my source of income, which, you know, I feel like I'm kind of stupid for letting that be that, because you could lose it all, like, just like that. So my world sort of was crumbling around me at this time, and I didn't think I was going to be able to get it back. So it was I started again in May. So there was shit going down in like April, sort of like end of March into April sort of thing, I think. Restarted again in May. So it's actually a month ago, well, a month and a bit ago, that I restarted, and so far nothing has happened. But I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about Not Safe for Work ASMR that I wanted to put forward, because nobody really is talking about this, I don't think. I haven't seen anyone talk about it, because there are, I don't know how many creators there are that make Not Safe for Work ASMR, but women can see that it's become popular, so now they're trying to jump on the train. So I'm not sitting here and saying, oh, it's the first person to ever do it, because I wasn't. But it's become a thing where it's become like it's almost porn, and it isn't. Like, that isn't what erotic ASMR is supposed to be, at least not for my aim. Erotic ASMR videos, it's not porn. I'm fucking sick of people sitting there and saying I'm making porn, because it isn't. I'm not masturbating, I'm not having sex. That's what porn is. It involves masturbation or sex. I won't do that in my videos, because I'm not trying to stem out into porn, okay? That's not what I want to do, and there's nothing wrong with it, okay? The thing is, there's a stigma attached to this. Whether you're doing porn or not, people are going to look down on you. People look down on me because I make this type of content, and it fucking pisses me off, because there's nothing wrong with it. People enjoy it, people love my content, and people love the content. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And the thing is, some people love to sit up on their high horse and go, oh, that's just dirty, it's disgusting, how dare you connect ASMR to something sexual? What's your problem? Why do you have such a problem with anything becoming sexual? Newsflash, that's just the world we live in, where sex sells. It always has done, and people are going to continue to sell themselves or create content of themselves that they put up for a price, for example. I don't want to try and like go off topic here, but this whole video is probably just going to be a mess because it's me improvising, doing it off the top of my head. But there's so many feelings I wanted to sort of just release out into the world, because I just want more people to be open-minded and aware. And in the comment that I posted on her video, I just said, you know, it makes me so angry that people have this negative stigma towards it and that people just aren't open-minded about it. So anything you do that is sexual, people will attach a negative stigma to it. She did say though, like, the main reason she quit and stuff is because of the way people were acting and the way people were treating her, which, yeah, that's true. You do get a fair few people that want you to push the boundaries, and I get it so much, okay? I get it so fucking much, and it gets on my nerves. Just like she was saying in her video, the people just want more and more and more. You don't know how many people have asked me to do masturbation sounds, no matter how many times I tell them I'm never going to do that in a video. I'm never gonna go to that point. That is past my level of comfort. I have a level of comfort. I've stated it so many times, but people just ignore it. And I've gotten so many messages, so many emails, and I just can't stand it, and I normally just ignore it because I'm sick of repeating myself. People need to understand that there is a limit from where my videos go. There's a clear boundary from where my videos go, and it's just so frustrating. Like, doing the whole thing is frustrating, but now I feel like I don't have a choice. Now I feel like this is my life. I can't quit, I can't walk away. This is my life, this is who I am now, this is the path I've chosen, I've made my bed, so now I have to lay in it. And that isn't to say that I hate my content and I think it's shit, because a lot of people enjoy it, and I like making things that people enjoy, and I like making things, I like creating. That's why I'm a YouTuber, that's why I've made videos for God knows how long now. I've been making videos for like 6 or 7 years. I've always loved to create, and I've always loved to share things with people. But somewhere down the road, I just have to be honest, somewhere down the road, this just lost the magic. I was enjoying it when I started doing it, and I thought it was great, and that people could enjoy this content and make it feel like everybody has their own attachment to content and the way it makes them feel, and you can experience great and wonderful things from it, you know? ASMR isn't just one little cookie cut thing. You can experience it in different ways. There's so many different types. You don't have to watch this. You don't have to watch my videos where there's maybe a sexual undertone. You don't have to subscribe to my Patreon and watch the not safe for work videos. You have a choice. So why are so many people on me about it, is what I don't get. And yeah, I've never spoken out about it until now, because she has been an inspiration for me for my entire, like, almost my entire ASMR career. She has been like the #1 creator that I loved, and that I feel like I'm so much like her. We are so alike. And obviously not like with our lives in the way that they are, but the things she talks about really resonate with me, and the things she has done really resonate with me, and she was one of my big inspirations, obviously, for doing the not safe for work stuff. And it is really sad that she's had to stop doing this now. I wish I really had that choice, but now I don't. So I have to deal with all of the bullshit that comes with it. And I don't want to think that I'm sounding like entitled because, wow, look at how much money I get from it. But is it worth it, is the question. And sometimes I think to myself, it's not. Because of all of the shit that I have to deal with, all of the stigma I have to deal with, people probably look at me as a joke. There's probably a lot of, I feel like, I don't know this for sure, but I feel like there's a lot of ASMR artists that probably look at me as a joke and think, oh, you know, she only gets views because she sometimes puts her boobs in a thumbnail or something like that. And I'm just like, that's the only thing that gets me views. What can I do? Other stuff isn't working. And my Patreon is very much sort of a private thing. Like, it's for 18 plus only, and you have to pay to access any of my content. But I feel like sometimes I just am a joke because of it, because it's how people have made me feel, and the comments I've gotten saying, oh, how dare you do this to ASMR, and it's just so unnecessary. I find it so unnecessary. I know you're always going to get trolls, you're always going to get dickheads in the comments, all of that shit, but it's just been going around my head for a really long time, and I really, really wanted to speak out about it. I'm probably going to get so many negative comments in this video telling me, God knows, people will find anything to pick out, so I just wanted to say my piece, and I don't know if this is gonna change anything. I'm still gonna make my weekly Patreon video, but I'm finding it so hard to create. I'm just gonna put that out there, is lately I'm just finding it so hard to create because I've been made to feel negative about what I do, so now it has a negative feeling for me when I record a video. I'm just like, I don't really want to be doing this, you know what I mean? But I just have to. So I sometimes make videos when I don't want to, okay? That's just the truth. Sometimes I just really don't want to be doing it. But I have a schedule I have to stick to. If I don't, everything will go to shit in my life. And it is my life, it is my whole life. I can't let it go to shit. That's the thing. That's why I've kept quiet for so long, because I was like, I can't lose this. I can't let this go to shit or my life is destroyed. Do you know what kind of pressure that puts on me? I have so much pressure on me, and nobody understands, okay? Nobody understands what it's like to be a creator with pressure on you. When you don't want to create, when you're depressed, when you feel so shit. And I felt so shit for the past, like, month. It's been the past month. Ever since I restarted my Patreon, I felt like shit for a number of different reasons. It's not all related to this. There's been a number of different things that have contributed to that, but I have to keep going. I can't stop. Like, I'm a creator, and yeah, it's to the point now where I'm getting a real life job, so maybe I can eventually quit. And that, I feel so sad saying that, because I don't want to quit, and I don't want to deprive people from the content that I make, because I have a lot of people that love it, and they want me to keep going, but I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. I've wanted to stop for a while because, like I said, my personal life tends to get in the way, and as a creator, you have to have that energy, you have to have the motivation to do it. So that's why sometimes it's really hard to do a job like this, because when you feel like at your worst, you can't stop. You can't stop because it's your life and it's your livelihood. And yeah, it's like the same with any job, I guess, is that you have to just keep going. If you stop going to a normal job for a long period of time, you'll get fired. And it's the same thing on here, is that if you stop doing it, you're gonna lose everything. You're gonna lose your life, really. And I've lived on the internet for so fucking long. I've barely lived in the real world, and I feel like this is destroying me mentally. Absolutely destroying me. And it feels such a relief to finally say that out loud. I don't know why it's taken me this long to say anything about it. I just thought nobody's gonna care. But I know people do care about me. I know they do. But the reality is, nobody actually knows me, because you don't know me, because I rarely share anything about my life. But you know, some of you just know that side of me, and even though I think people will be unforgiving, sometimes people really are forgiving. So thank you to everybody that does care and that is forgiving of me when sometimes I miss a week on my Patreon or something. But I just want people to know that I feel burnt out. I've been burnt out for a long time, but I feel like there's nothing I can do about it. And I knew when I saw the title of her video that I was like, oh, this is gonna ring true with me. And I wonder if she knows who I am, if she's watching this video, if, I don't know, if she has, maybe she's stopped watching by now, but if you are watching this video, Sarah, thanks for listening to me. That's all I can say, because I feel like nobody knows that I exist, and even though I'm so similar to other creators, I mean, I got told that apparently Jibby watches my videos, but I didn't see any proof of that, so I don't know. But I feel like I'm so alone. Like, I don't know anybody, and I don't know how to make friends, and I don't know how to really branch out. But I've said what I wanted to say. More power to her for being able to walk away from a situation where she wasn't being treated right, but I'm still very much in it, really, and I just deal with the consequences because I just kind of have to. But there's so much of it that sucks, and it's not fair. It's not fair for this to happen. And yeah, this video is probably going to get demonetized, but I don't give a shit, it's whatever. But yeah, I posted some of my, this is just like a little extra bit of information for anyone who cares, but I posted some of my old videos on I don't even know if I should straight up say it, but obviously on PH, most of you will know what that is. One of my videos got 250,000 views, and I started receiving messages from people like I used to know in like real life on like Facebook. People suddenly messaged me out the blue and were like, oh my god, you were on the front page. But yeah, I actually did that myself. I created my own account so I could put some of my old videos on there, which may not have been suitable for Patreon or whatever, but some people have like, I mean, I got positive feedback, but then you obviously get the stigma attached to it as well, and then I got to worry about who's going to see it and what are they going to think of me. But just know that that was me that did that. It wasn't anybody stealing my videos. People have stolen my videos and uploaded them there, but most of them I've been able to get taken down because I filed DMCA takedowns. But it's, yeah, I've even felt conflicted about that, whether I should remove the videos, because I'm like, holy shit, it's actually getting like a lot of views and this is kind of dangerous. But I wanted to make my content like readily available somewhere, the old stuff I've made. Yeah, so I did that. But that's just pretty much it. I can't really think of anything else I'm gonna say. It's just, I just wish people had a different view. Just wish some people were more open-minded and able to accept the content. And yeah, it makes me feel like shit that I've gotten to where I am because of the way I look or because of my body, you know? Like, I don't feel good about that, but sometimes when something works, like, that's what you're gonna do, isn't it? And people don't really see me as like, I guess a lot of people don't see me as a real person with real emotions, but I have severe mental health issues. And I'm a real person, and I feel real things. That's just what I want to say. I have a personality. I'm not just an empty vessel. Like, I have my personality, and it just seems to be, I guess, more my looks that gets me somewhere. But, you know, what can I do? What can I do? Yeah. So, that's it. See you guys again soon, I guess.